What is up, everybody? So back again with another video, and a little while ago I got an interesting request. Yeah, you probably thought I forgot about my request. I actually see your request, by the way, even if I don't reply to all the requests. There's a video, I got requested to do, but I didn't really know if I was wanting to do it because I had a lot of projects lined up, but then I got some time and I said, what the heck, why not? As you already know, I already got a video about Aquaman on my channel, post-crisis era of Aquaman, showing off how strong Aquaman actually is, but one of his main foes that a lot of people are starting to fall in love with, mainly because of the masterpieceful live action movie that I consider probably top 3, some of the best live action comic book films in history, Aquaman, the live action movie. Absolutely love that movie. Like I've said before in the past, if you don't love that movie and you want to give me movie recommendations, you might as well not give me any type of movie advice because I cannot take your movie taste seriously if you don't like Aquaman. That's how bad of a situation it is. It's like if your taste doesn't like this movie, then your taste is irrelevant to my taste. Don't even recommend me anything. That's how high regard I see this movie. But today I will be going over, other than Black Manta himself, not the live action version, the comic book version. Now, I was torn between whether I should do the pre-crisis, post-crisis, or New 52 Black Manta, but I thought since New 52 is more relevant, has better, clearer scans of his, his gear and stuff. Like, he's got a kind of like a battle suit type of character, things like that. So it's nice to really get an idea of how strong he is based on his gear and stuff he uses and things like that. So I will be going over the comic book Black Manta of the New 52 era, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But let's get right into it. I also feel like the New 52 era does a good job, when it comes to recent stuff, just like the new live action movie. Aquaman supposedly quote unquote killed Black Manta's dad in that version, even though one could debate he just left him to die, which is kind of the same thing. But even though he could have saved him, but he was kind of a bad person. You see what I'm saying? So in the comic where it looked like he actually killed him, he literally died from a heart attack, but it looks like Aquaman killed him. Like, it's one of those misinterpreted situation type of occasions. The two, over the years, have literally caused a war between the Atlanteans with their clashes and the United States based on their feud. Is that Barack Obama? You know what? Like I said before, he's a battlesuit type character. He's a, right? He's a human, right? But the thing that makes him crazy is his extreme tech, battlesuit style, Iron Man style. So naturally, he has swords. He also has like this little bladed harpoon. Of course, he has these laser blasts, electric gauntlets, has this little bladed equipment. He's one of those characters that doesn't have the most feats, but I'll do the best I can to dissect him. Or the most feats, because, he's a villain character. Most villains don't have a lot of feats unless they're super popular, like a character like Darkseid or something. His swords are so strong to the point where they can actually pierce characters that are super durable, like Aquaman. It's implied that Aquaman is bulletproof. Implied that he have like a paper cut here, but you get the point. It didn't go deeply enough to harm him. The same guy that bounces off shotgun blasts. Even characters like Killer Croc break their teeth on Aquaman in the New 52 era. Yet Black Manta's gear can actually pierce his skin, so letting you know that his gear is on another level. Remember how I mentioned about the harpoons earlier? These little bladed BSs, they can shoot, impale, and even explode. They can even be used as grappling hooks, obviously. They can even deliver shocks that's powerful enough to knock out super powerful characters like Mira, a being that's a pretty high level Atlantean. Mira is a being that can create literal constructs out of water too, so she's not no normal level Atlantean. Strong enough to lift these big old boulders, so this should, scale to her durability. But yeah, Black Manta was able to knock her out with his gear, and she seemed like she was pretty hydrated. That's what makes it even worse. I did mention the laser blast earlier, but I go in depth to the point where the laser blast actually like blasted the Aquaman's armor off and gave him like little minor burns here and there. And if we assume that the laser blasts are beams of light, which they usually are, if his laser or blasters are anything like real life how lasers move, they move 900 million feet per second. Not to mention being able to slug it out with Aquaman over and over again in multiple occasions of fights, giving him a hard time. His beams can even do this to like superhumanish people, shadow like the Shadow Thief, like blasted, like electric gauntlets seem to come in handy to be able to fight on par with characters like Mira, consistently shown to be able to fight high-tier Atlanteans, not just Aquaman, but other ones as well. More occasions of him fighting on par with powerful beings like Mira, showing his level of his battle suit, shielding it to the point where she can't use hydrokinesis on him with his battle suit because it has special shielding. His suit has a bioelectric seal. Characters like Bizarro, a Kryptonian level being, heated up the water. His suit can endure that level of heat as well. We already know who Bizarro is. Bizarro is a being that has comparable strength to Superman himself, but he's just a lot more retarded. It's like they have a battle suit without having camouflage. Like, seriously, it looks like he's not even in the battle suit at all. Like, where did the helmet go? Like, it looks like he's just like a normal person that's a redhead. And guess what? It is even quote-unquote watertight at a microscopic level. On top of his level of durability his suit gives him, his weapons that let him be able to knock out high-tier Atlantis like Mera, fight on par with Aquaman on multiple occasions. Let's get on his actual combat skill on top of all of this. Obviously, he has skill based on all these feats I already showed you, but this will be digging right in deeply into the skill part. On multiple occasions, obviously, he's been able to fight on par with the being himself, known as Aquaman, literally fighting him over and over again, even when Aquaman is hydrated by a lot of water, implying that not only does he have the skill, like, it gives him extra strength on top of him. You know, Belle Reve, a super prison, like, he was able to kill these guards with just coins. He's that freaking skilled. Even while he's like, you know, not in his battle suit, of course, he kills a guard while he's wearing restraints. In his battle suit, of course, he showed his skills to be able to fight characters like Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and Captain Boomerang messed them up pretty badly. This actually makes sense. I mean, if you can fight Aquaman, these characters shouldn't really be no problem, really, if I'm being honest, especially with this battle suit enhancing him with that gear and all this stuff. Able to escape handcuffs, shows his skill even without like his full gear to be able to do this to a group of people, showing his fighting raw skills. Another occasion of him just handling Captain Boomerang, yeah, his full gear is just too much. Aside from his regular gear, obviously, right, he needs to know how to use all forms of firearms, so he can use like normal guns, of course he can, right? He's so skilled to the point where he can even defeat members of the League of Assassins. Another occasion of defeating Atlantean-type characters, showing his raw skill and how his suit can fight people that have special abilities, like you can see here. Literally was able to fight on par with Aqualad. You probably noticed this the way he looks here. It looks like the same one from the Young Justice cartoon series. You guessed it here. Yeah, he's that good, y'all. He can literally like get the advantage of both of these Atlanteans right here. Did I mention that his accuracy is so ridiculous he can shoot like a necklace off somebody? Just pinpoint accuracy. This is like on some marksman-type stuff. So yeah, he's very skilled. They better be one of the best fighters. That whatever his suit lacks in strength, it makes up in skills, but his suit evidently is implied to give him some sort of enhanced strength to be able to kick this door off like this. Just straight up raw punches Aquaman back, slugfest style. So yeah, and there's a lot of water nearby too. Another occasion of fighting Aqualad, this time they're deeply underwater, just overpowers him. Like, this is incredible. Please note that Aqualad is able to make characters like King Shark bleed and hurt characters like King Shark with his punches. So yeah, this is no easy feat. Do stuff like this. Oh, what do you know? It's Black Manta over there. More showings of him just being a beast with his fighting skills. As you can see right here, just an absolute monster. Another occasion of him fighting Aquaman. I think his suit, you can concrete him in the dry land Aquaman level at least, right? And strength-wise, right? Don't forget that Aquaman has busted through ice that was able to contain characters like Mera. You remember Wonder Woman level characters like Cheetah that gives Wonder Woman wars, debatably one of the fastest characters? Aquaman was able to kind of like leave her defenseless underwater, letting you know how dangerous he can be underwater, yet Black Manta is able to rival him underwater. Same Aquaman was able to stop a blow from the dead king. Like, this guy was ridiculously strong. He was capable of sinking the entire Atlantis, like an entire island level attack power in their fight. Yet, Aquaman was able to stop this guy's blow, and Black Manta is consistently able to get in a slugfest with Aquaman, overpower him at times, and fight him straight up physically on top of his gear and things like that. It also should be noted that his suit is actually extremely durable, being able to take punches and attacks from Aquaman. Strong enough to take attacks, slug it out with characters like Mera without dying as well, like I showed earlier. Like, his suit can literally take full-on assaults from Aquaman durability-wise without it cracking. Literally gets hit multiple times by Aquaman, fighting Aquaman on multiple occasions. You guys have to get the point by now. Retaliates with blasting back with lasers, gets hit, just fighting him over and over again. I think it's safe to say that his strength should partially scale to Aquaman, even if it's not exactly equal. It takes a lot of effort for Aquaman to damage his gear. The occasion of him just straight up getting hit by Aquaman's straight blows with his suit. Sea creature slams him to the rock. Yeah, I showed this earlier with Aqualad. Fights Aqualad again in one of these occasions. Actually gets hurt really bad here, but survives. Suit gives him so much protection. This is ridiculous. Attacked by a pair of jaguars. I mean, it's really impressive that Black Manta's consistently shown to be able to fight this guy, man. I mean, it's just like, look what Aquaman did to Giganta. Look at the size difference of Giganta to Aquaman. Showing that the size doesn't mean nothing to Aquaman, but yet for somehow Black Manta's able to fight the same being Aquaman. On dry land, he did this as well. And it just to collapse a section of a tectonic plate by pushing hard enough. And Black Manta rivals this same guy? Are you kidding? This is like on some continental level, feet level stuff, at least. Starting approaching the planetary ranges of power. But yet, this does not stop Black Manta from rivaling our characters like Aquaman and knocking out characters like Mera, fighting Aquaman on too many occasions in a war and decent fights. Not to mention, Aquaman has on some continental level feat type stuff. Like, it's literally consistent. fighting Aquaman. Bulletproof as well. Guys, that's going to be just about it for the day. I know this wasn't as long as some other videos, but this is the new 52 era of Black Manta. He has some really cool showings. Most of his feats are against Aquaman. Characters like Aqualad. Has occasions of him overpowering Aqualad. For Aqualad on multiple occasions. Has beams of light lasers that he can shoot out of his head, which should be at the speed of light, which would make up for any combat speed he does lack. But, you know, being a DC human character or whatever, or peak human or whatever somebody would call it, he's more than likely faster than that. So he's more than likely in the massively hypersonic, supersonic ranges, just because that's how DC humans are, even if they don't have any type of super soldier serum. Like Cassandra Cain and Batman, for example, can like see bullets as they leave the chamber for some reason. But yet they're supposedly normal humans, you know what I mean? So it's weird. Has harpoons that can stab and even explode. Has fought Aquaman on like literally a zillion occasions. Like, you cannot say it's not consistent. Aquaman has ridiculous continental feats, you know, with tectonic plate feats, lifting up submarines out of the ocean feats. Just to give you another idea of how strong and Aquaman is, on why it's impressive, you know, to match Aquaman this easily. So there was this creature, right? We're not going to get on how strong New 52 Wonder Woman is. She's in the solar system levels, right? So there was this creature that was able to restrain Wonder Woman with its raw power, right? Aquaman is there too. Like, Wonder Woman is hurt, but Aquaman is able to be enough of a help to let go of a solar system level being like Wonder Woman, letting you know the raw power Aquaman does have, being an asset to Wonder Woman. But yet Black Manta has literally rivaled Aquaman on pretty much every occasion they fight. Not even if he doesn't win every time, he's able to rival Aquaman on several occasions. Just another example of the beings that Aquaman fights. Ocean Master, aka King Orm. King Orm was able to do this to Superman and Wonder Woman. Superman's probably can be explained by magic, but I don't know what's Wonder Woman's excuse for being trapped like this. So this let you know how strong King Orm is. Aquaman fights beings like this. Yes, I know that Superman was probably holding back in this occasion. Just giving you an occasion of Aquaman fighting Superman himself. Just to give you an idea of him slugging it out with Superman on many panels, pretty freaking consistently. Yeah, of course Superman was holding back, but yeah, just to give you an idea of Aquaman's power, and Black Manta is able to fight him. Aquaman has also fought Wonder Woman multiple occasions, one of them being when he was possessed, showing that he can hang in there with the heavy hitters. So the gap isn't astronomical between him and the solar black hole level beings. But yet, Black Manta can fight Aquaman. I know there's a lot of scaling, but it was necessary to really know how strong Black Manta is in his suit and why giving Aquaman a threat like this is such a big deal. Aquaman was able to slug it out in a slugfest, holding back slugfest against 52 Superman while holding back. Literally gotten a couple slugfests with Wonder Woman in like pretty serious fights, guys. Like, it was pretty serious in their fights, Aquaman and Wonder Woman. It didn't seem like she was holding back that much. Even if you want to say she did, it wasn't by much. I mean, there was this monster that was restraining her, and Aquaman was able to, you know, get her out of the grip, even though when she couldn't do it herself. So then there's that. Obviously, this is not an Aquaman feat run, but there are relevant feats to really scale on how dangerous Black Manta is, literally giving Aquaman a war in several occasions. And we've seen what I just showed you what New 52 Aquaman has done, letting you know that these feats were not easily accomplished. Shotgun shells bounce off of Aquaman, water or dry land, it doesn't matter. And freaking Black Manta, water or dry land, is always a rival to Aquaman no matter what, letting you know his raw skills and power. He has weapons that can pierce his skin. He has lasers that, if we scale it to the life lasers on how fast they move, that would mean Black Manta has light speed attacks, further increases level of threat and things like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this feat run of Black Manta, really getting an idea of how strong Aquaman is, holding back into attacks that would level islands, holding back tectonic plates, things like that. Helping out characters or slugging out characters like Superman while he's holding back, slugging it out with Wonder Woman one of the times being possessed while with being possessed. Aquaman was able to do this, but yeah, Black Manta is always giving him a war and being always close to defeating him, even if he doesn't always defeat him. But I hope you guys enjoyed this feat run. Did you guys know Black Manta was that strong? Make sure you check out the description below for links to plays like this, and make sure you check out the affiliate links for stuff that you might find interesting. I'll see you guys next time. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think.